Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Yapsy. We're back here with another commentary video today. I haven't uploaded in forever, and I'm pretty sure my channel is dead, so please subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about everything wrong with the game right now. I know you guys saw that Cypher PK video where it was like, Fortnite, we need to talk, and then he just basically started yapping about all the problems with the current state of the game. So I'm going to give my input on what I think is wrong with the game, what I think is a fix, what I think is a do, blah blah blah, all that good juicy stuff. And the first thing we're gonna start off with is the storyline, bro. Because yo, I got some words for the storyline, bro. So ever since, and we all know this, ever since chapter 2, the storyline, or maybe chapter 3, the storyline low-key fell off has been kind of doo-doo, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna cap. The hype is non-existent, but lots of people don't care, okay? It's just really, really dry. People aren't hyped for the events. And, bro, the thing is, it's not even because the story is bad. Like, I mean, the story, like, the current storylines aren't even terrible. It's just that, like, the way they're marketed and stuff is just so garbage, bro. So listen, let me, oh, no, please, don't kill me off spawn, bro. What they should do to fix the storyline, there's a few things, a few really easy steps they could take that would like elevate it so much more, make it so much more hype. The first thing is bring back weekly loading screens, bro. Back in chapter 1, if you did, and I think a little bit for chapter 2 as well, if you were doing the story quests, every single week you would unlock a brand new loading screen, like for the storyline, that's basically showing you what's happening in the storyline. And then every week you get a new one telling you what, like, basically updating you on what's going on in the story. And like the loading screens, one, they looked cool, so people wanted to grind them, not even for the story, but one, because they looked cool, but two, so they know what's happening in the lore. So it's like such a good way to like get people invested in like grinding the game, and it gives them like a reason to like do their challenges, and the loading screens themselves just like tell you what's going on in the lore. It's like a perfect way to like get people hyped up, bro. If they had loading screens for like completing like the quests, I can guarantee so many more people would be like knowledgeable about what's happening in the storyline. It's like most people nowadays, I ask them, I'm like, yo, do you know what's happening in the story? They're like, yep, I don't got a clue. Like most people don't even know what's happening, let alone like dislike the story. At least like if there were loading screens, people would actually like know what's going on, you know? And then people could like, I don't know, decide for themselves if they are happy with what's going on. But yeah, those gotta come back though. I've been saying this, if they brought those back, it would bring up hype tremendously. Number 2, they gotta start marketing their mini events, bro. It's like, as of recently, they've only been marketing their like main live events, and then like whenever they do a mini event, they just don't market it at all, and there's like never any hype behind it, bro. Like a lot of my friends, I'd be like, yo, did you see the live event today? And they'd be like, huh? There was a live event? And I know you guys can relate, bro. Like, there's so many people that just don't even know that like things are happening with the lore. They gotta make it more obvious, bro. Like, I don't know how to explain, like maybe put like timers on the map, like how they used to. I remember like back in chapter 1, they would have like all the TVs change and like have a countdown on those and, you know, stuff like that. Basically, make it more obvious that stuff is happening. If they're doing all these like subtle, tiny little changes, no one is going to notice that except for like the nerds that like obsess over the storyline. Like your average typical Fortnite player is not gonna care, not gonna know anything about any of that. So, I mean, I don't know, that's literally it. Like, they don't really have to do much to make the story, like, hype again. Like, just make it, like, more obvious what's actually happening in the story. Because, like, the main reason why it's dead is because just nobody knows what's happening. Like, it's, and, like, in the way they have it right now, you have to, like, interact with, like, NPCs to figure out what's happening in the story. And that gets very boring, okay? Your average, like, Fortnite player isn't gonna run around the map talking to, like, a million different NPCs to try to, like, piece together what they think is happening. You're far better off, like, having the loading screen system, or, like, you know, and hyping up your live events so that people, like, know what's gonna happen. That's, like, my whole little rant on the story. Ah, grenade. That's my whole little rant on the storyline. Next, we got the content. So, like, a lot of this video was kind of talking about, like, the content, the state of, like, the content in Fortnite, and how it's, like, even though the game is in a good spot, the content isn't in. Ooh! the content is not in a good spot. And what I mean by that is people are, oh, this guy. Oh boy. Oh boy, hold up, gotta lock in sat. No! As I was saying, there's a lot of talk about the content side of the game. And, you know, how, like, Fortnite content is low-key kind of mid and dry right now, and it's kind of dead. I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of valid. And I think, okay, this is gonna sound kind of crazy, but, so Cypher was talking about how, like, name any Fortnite players, like, YouTubers that have blown up recently. There's, like, been no new big content creators that have popped up, which is low-key true. And I think part of the reason for that is because Fortnite has too many updates too fast. And I know that's gonna kind of sound crazy. What do you mean? They have too much content and it's making it harder for content creators. Here's the thing. Most content creators, like, become famous off of, like, a really, like, cool concept or, like, fire video idea that they, like, come up with, right? But here's the thing. It's really hard to come up with some revolutionary game idea if the game itself changes, like every 2 weeks. And, like, every 3 months we got, like, a brand new season. Like, even if somebody came up with, like, the most fire idea for, like, a video or whatever, and they want to, like, dedicate time to make it, like, a month later, odds are, like, the mechanics of the game has changed, things have changed, they can't do things the same way that, like, you know, they planned to do them before. It's like, people don't have enough time to, like, push the game to its limits. And I feel like this could be fixed if they just, like, bro, if they just make creative better, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Creative should be way ahead of what it is right now, bro. You're still, like, so limited with how much you can build in creative. There's, like, such a low, like, storage capacity for how much stuff you can place down. There's, like, they still don't have medallions in creative. They don't have augments yet. It's, like, so limited to what you can make. I feel like if they just made creative better and gave it, like, proper updates, it would low-key fix that problem. Because, like, there's so many cool things that people can do with creative, but, like, they're unable to because Epic just, like, hasn't dropped the resources, bro. Like, I just think Epic gotta get to work on making creative actually good. And they know that too, bro. I know them creative, like, workers at Epic Games are like, yeah, we're working on it. We got the problems, we're gonna try to fix them. But, like, when, bro? When? It's been, like, ages. Like, how are augments not in creative, bro? Augments were, like, a chapter 4 thing. That was, like, literal years ago. Like, I feel like stuff like that should have definitely been in my, but I don't know. Maybe there's, like, some behind-the-scenes shenanigans that I just, like, don't know about. But Loki, did I just waste my big shield? Yes, I did. I think they gotta fix creative. I also think they gotta bring back LTMs. And I know that's, like, kind of hard to do because it'll, like, it'll split the player base because there's too many game modes. But, like, LTMs were so much fun, and they were so good for content. Like, back then, we used to have a new LTM every week. It would, like, cycle through a new LTM. And they have, like, tons of LTMs that people would, like, freak out if they brought back. But they, for some reason, just, like, refuse to bring back, like, any LTMs. And I don't know, it just sucks, because, you know, there's so much, like, potential for cool stuff with LTMs. People, like, love them. And I'm dead. Oh yeah, and another thing that would totally help that problem is if they just made chapters longer again. Like, back then we had 2-year-long chapters. I feel like that was definitely better. Like, 2-year-long chapters were just objectively, like, I don't know, I feel like you get, like, more time to enjoy the map. And it also makes, like, getting the new map, like, a bigger deal. I feel like one season-long chapters are just too fast. And people are just gonna, like, I don't know, like, I feel like over time, people are just gonna get less and less hyped for new chapters, because it's just gonna happen too fast. Ooh, shotgun. But, yeah, so, the other big thing, bots, bro. I know people freak out over bots, bro, like, it's, like, this crazy thing. You either love them or hate them. Some people are like, oh, we need bots to protect us from the sweaty players, because we have jobs and we're employed, and without bots, we're gonna get cooked, like that. And the other half of people are like, bro, it's PvP, not PvE, okay? Killing bots is not satisfying, it's not fun, not what I signed up for, okay? I'm trying to get real kills, I want winning to mean something, so it's like, what's the right answer with the bots. Now, I'm low-key, I do not want bots in the game. I think it's a whole lot better. There's a whole lot more, like, just funny moments and stuff, like, in general in games when everyone in the game is a real player. I also think, like, it would make high-kill games so much more fun to watch. Because, like, back then, right, you'll see, like, Daquan get, like, 33 kills with double pump, and you'll be like, oh my god, that's crazy. But nowadays, if someone posted, like, a 33 kill gameplay, like, no one would care, because half the kills are just AI. Like, unless you're Peterbot dropping, like, 30 kills in FNCS Grand Finals, no one is gonna care about, like, how many kills you get in a game and stuff like that. So having real players in the game would make that better. Like, I'm fine if, like, the low-tier lobbies, like, the absolute, like, newbiest players have bots. But, like, past a certain point, there should just be no bots. And here's the thing, for the people that are like, oh, it's gonna be too hard, the sweats are gonna destroy me. One, if you're concerned about sweats so much, play zero build. But if you're, like, not, here's the thing, like, not wanting to play the game because of sweats is such a stupid idea. Like, back then, hold up. I'm not about to die 3 games in a row, bro. Back in my day, when I was a middle schooler dying to sweats, like, I could play twice a week, and I'd hop on, and I'd get, like, destroyed by, like, a sweat in a game. Like, I went back to lobby, and I was like, well, I died, but it was like training, though. It was like every single time you died, you got better. People don't get better if you cuddle them with AI and, like, force them to, like, play against, like, easy lobbies. Like, you're just gonna, like, stay a noob forever if you're, like, in AI lobbies, like, fighting AI. And then, like, whenever you see a real player, you're just gonna end up, like, freaking out. So, I don't know. I guess some people don't care about being bad at the game. They're content with fighting, like, AI, like, even if it's, like, boring. But, I don't know. That's not me. I'd rather than, like, just not have bots in the game. At least not, like, past a certain point of skill-based matchmaking. Or, like, I don't know, have an option to turn bots off. That would also be pretty cool. It'd make wins more satisfying to get. Because, you know, you actually beat real players, okay? The amount of times I've, like, won in a bot lobby with, like, 20 kills and have just not been satisfied, like, at all whatsoever. Bro, there's nothing that gets on my nerves more than when someone, like, when we're playing a game, the last guy is a bot, and one of my friends goes to kill him, he's like, oh, I killed the last guy! Yes, sir! I'm goated! And it was, like, just some AI, like, with his pickaxe out, like, walking into the freaking storm. It's like, bro, how does that give you happiness, bro? You killed a robot, bro. Like, I don't know. But that's just me, though. So what else is there? We talked about bots, we talked about creative a bit. Ooh. Wait, we got one more thing. The battle passes, bro. Battle passes have kind of been, like, a hot topic lately. But I've seen a lot of people talking about super styles, and that they should, like, change the super style system. Low-key, here's the thing. I'm fine with the super style system as long as the super styles look good. Like, every now and then there'll be a season where the super styles are actually just genuinely butt cheeks, and then I'm like, okay, this is garbage, it's not worth grinding for. But if the super styles are, like, really, really good, then usually I don't mind, like, grinding for them. Like, this season had some pretty good super styles. Like, I was happy with those. Like, okay, here's perfect prime example, bro. There's a bot right here, bro. Look at this. This is not fun to play against. This is just, like, I gain no satisfaction from playing against that. I'd rather that be, like, a real player. I mean, like, I don't know. Anyways, back to what I was talking about, battle passes. So the super styles, I think they're fine as long as they're actually, like, they look good. I feel like every now and then Epic Games just gets lazy when making the redesigns, and they just look, like, really basic. And I also think the final tier for, like, the super styles should be the best, like, super style. Like, as of the past few seasons, at least in my opinion, the final, like, stage of super styles has usually been the worst, like, out of all of them. Like, for example, this season, like, that purpley super style, I'll put it up on screen. That's, like, the one that's, like, at the very end to unlock. But I'm not gonna lie, that's probably my least favorite out of, like, the other, like, super styles. I don't know. I don't think it looks that cool. I've seen some people say this would bring back upgradable styles. I'd be down for that. I thought they were cool. But yeah, I don't know. Just don't. If they mess up super styles, I'm not a happy man. But they should make the final super style the best one. I think that's something they gotta like improve on a bit more. And then there's also collab seasons. A lot of people hate on collab seasons. I'm not gonna lie, I am definitely a collab season hater. I do not like it when a season is themed after a collab, because that way you're like only appealing to the community that likes that or like certain IP. Like for example, we got a Star Wars season coming next season. The only people that are genuinely going to be hyped about that are Star Wars fans. But the majority of Fortnite players are not Star Wars fans. Like me, for example, I could not care less. I don't think it's good. Like, Star Wars POIs aren't that cool looking. Star Wars characters aren't that cool looking, in my opinion. They're just like weird, slimy, like stinky looking aliens. I do not like it when there's collabs. Like the Marvel seasons too. I just, the Battle Pass skins, I much rather have, like, original, like, unique Fortnite skins. It's just cooler. Oh, yeah, another thing they gotta do, that this is something that's, like, a big problem this season. Repetitiveness, bro. This season, the start of this season, was probably the least hype start to a Fortnite season I've ever felt. And I'm not the only one on this. It was like really underwhelming. And part of that is because we have a reused theme. So we got like a heisted like vaults theme, which we've had before. The special like gimmick of the season is like there's like a bunch of exotics. We've had a season like that before. Every single season we get like a new chunk of the maps, that was like typical. We got that. Every season we get like a new mobility item. We got like the drill. Every season we get like one main collab. This season we got the Mortal Kombat collab. So Fortnite's kind of like following like this formula they're doing every single season. And the thing is, it's gotten on long enough now that like it's kind of boring. They gotta change up the formula. They gotta like do things a bit differently. I don't know what exactly. Like maybe like I don't know, but like I feel like they just gotta be like there's gotta be more than like just like a formula that you can like copy and paste for every single season, because it's definitely gotten like to the point where it's like too not competitive, repetitive, and it's just like not as interesting anymore. Oh my gosh, I'm dead. Wait, maybe not. Yeah, we're out. Yeah, I don't got much else left on the subject, so I'm just gonna try to lock in and win this game now. Holy moly, I'm like a season ahead. Ooh! Ooh, okay, wait, yo, we got actual good loot, hold on. Ooh, guided missile chat, what are we thinking? Yeah, let's take it. Are you kidding? Let's look over here now, though. Huh? Oh, no, that's actually dumb. Yo, low-key, we gotta use the other tuk-tuk, though. Yo, this rocket is clickbait, bro. I aim it straight through the open window and it blows up in my face, bro. I'm being shot from both sides, bro. Chill! Ayo, bro. Calm down, bro. It's not that serious. Yes. No! I was right about to get him with a rocket launcher. No! Second place. Oh my god, bro. I'm actually gonna...